This channel is made possible by viewers like you. My viewers, subscribers, and patrons greatly help to keep this channel going. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for all of you. Please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. And if you'd like to go the extra mile, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you'll get access to what I'm working on, previews of upcoming content, and even early videos, along with other tier options for those that are interested. Thank you, and now on to the video. So I just started playing a new first-person shooter called PO'd. I try to go and seek out overlooked and hidden underrated gems, but this is honestly one that I never heard of. It's a new first-person shooter remastered by Nightdive Studios, so you know it's going to be handled with love and care. These developers are just great, and you can feel how they deliver on what they set out to do, especially with this game. As an older style first-person shooter, I really like it. The game has a pretty funny sense of humor, through its story and even through some of its gameplay. This isn't like some of the modern stuff we see where they try to be funny but genuinely can't really do it. Here, it's genuinely funny, sometimes crude, and just a bit silly. Playing stuff like this continually makes me feel like an old fart, because it really was better back then. So you start the game and you're given a fry pan and you are just left to go at it. Nice, simple, and to the point. No long-winded build-up, some brief backstory, and some humor, and then you are hitting everything you see with your frying pan. The first area is pretty cool because it has this wide room, which makes it a nice location to test out what each of the buttons do. The hilarious 180 backflip has to rank as one of the funniest moves, / sound effects ever. Something I really like, even though just spending a brief time with this title, is the variety in the levels. For example, level 1 versus level 2 and 3 are very different from each other. Level 1 feels more traditional, whereas 2 is much wider and even has a cool surprise element of verticality to it, and then 3 is narrow but very vertical. It gives this distinct feeling to each of the levels. I got to play with some of the weapons so far. You start with a frying pan, and then you get a butcher knife that doubles as a melee and ranged attack, along with your first gun. The nice thing here is there's a bunch of opportunities for exploration, and you get a jetpack too. For example, finding your first gun is actually within an area that can hurt you, so this really has you looking everywhere for something. Between the exploration, gameplay, and variety, the game brings it right away. I really like PO'd, even with just my brief time with it. The action is good, it is silly, and it brings a variety with the enemies and especially the levels, and all of that is appreciated. Plus the game is just a bunch of old school fun. Good gameplay, and mix it in with that figuring it out experimenting exploration, and you have something that sucks you in and keeps you entertained. Nightdive never disappoints, and this is another example why this studio is very important for gaming preservation. They keep bringing back oldies back to life, and here is something that is very under the radar. I want to see them do this more for titles like this. It helps to mix things up with the bigger titles they bring back. Have you heard or tried PO'd? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're interested in being notified of new videos, please hit the subscribe button and bell. And if you would like to support the channel and get early access to content, please check out my Patreon. All of the links will be at the end of this video and within the description. And thank you very much for watching.